Yo, I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
America KKK, land of the good smokers, home of the slaves, and I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. Cannot live my dreams on this earth. Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fake shit that's disguised as what was best for me. Better than the hate and all the lies that be the death of me. As of late, since we've been hypnotized since elementary, thought it was my skin, but studied something that was new to me. They hate me because of what my ancient ancestors used to be. Killers, teachers, deities, not all of them were kings and queens. Our nature was natural, not supernatural. Now they call it magic and voodoo, that shit ain't practical. All the roots connected, always more to learn that you know. Don't let the shit go over your head. Same snakes up in the garden, but the skin just shed. They'll always try to convince you that it's all in your head. Just know you gotta do better before you hit your bed. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they don't wanna see us win. Trying to kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? I know the hate is deeper than the color of our skin.
Yo.
Can I live?
They say my rhymes cause too much excitement. Ride incitement, shit, well there's no indictments when my kinfolk get murdered by white men. Dark skin, light skin, divided and blinded. So we beef with each other, our brothers, rather than fight them. Fuck all that silence, it's time to get shit ignited. I ain't my way, low nigga. I ain't taking shit from no tars. And ain't no motherfucking nation got freedom from marching, begging for portions. Niggas ain't signing no parchments, big payback. You crackers got red in your margins. Why? They broke every treaty, slaughtered the buffalo, and then they set fire to teepees. They carved their face in mountains, but we go to jail for graffiti. We fought for this country, they gave us syphilis, it's Tuskegee. We been getting robbed, yeah, we're the ones who stay behind bars. They take all our money, but they ain't wanna give us no jobs. Wasn't supposed to make it, but we stayed defying the odds. It's like we really only living off the grace of our God. Can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? Yo, can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed on my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
All my niggas ride for me. I got niggas that'll die for me.
Niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. You niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw. Ho, they never deliver. They got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow. I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone. You ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga. You ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga. Play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that. Cause niggas get killed like that.
All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride.
West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nobody a domino. So what you sucker trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group eyes for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going on Patron, premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat songs, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me.
Come on, Israel. Let's clap it up. Clap it up for Commander General YAHANNA, all the generals, all the captains, all the officers, all the troopers and assistants, and young men. With an ISUPK coming out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commander General YAHANNA. It says 1969, we were bringing out the truth that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true children of the Bible. I'm your preaching officer, 50 Yashala, reporting to you, bringing the class to you live. You know what I'm saying? Today's the Elizabeth class, and today's topic is the devil seeks to replace us. Let me explain something to y'all, Israel. I don't know if y'all paying attention to what's going on around y'all, because y'all, we as not just blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but as human beings in general, you know, we're stubborn and stiff-necked people, and we tend to pay attention to stuff that really don't matter. But the stuff we need to pay attention to, we're kind of oblivious to. We as a people need to pay attention to what's really going on out here in the world. Trump is back in office. Don't get caught up in ICE and deporting people, but also pay attention to a lot of the stuff that's going on around. You understand? You got large multi-million, you got large multi-million and multi-billion-dollar companies coming out, bringing stuff out now that Trump's in office. They could have dropped this stuff last year. They could have brought these items out over the past couple of years, but they bring it out now. And this is why we have to pay attention to what's going on. These big name companies is bringing out all types of AI technology and things of that sort, right? We have to start paying attention to everything that's going on out here, because what's going on behind the scenes is something far more sinister than what we're just looking at in plain view, right? What I mean by that, Israel, is the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? And we're gonna really get into what the devil job really is and entails, and how the devil works. You understand? Because he can't do nothing without the Lord's permission. And we have to keep that in mind. This is not no Christian terminology where you got God on one side, you got the devil on the other, and they sitting at the table playing chess, discussing moves. No. Satan is a son of the Most High power. You understand? The Most High created Satan because he wanted to make sure that his people love him and want to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Like a rebellious child, we don't listen and hearken to the Lord thy God. We don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, which is why we're plagued with disease. We're plagued with obesity. We're plagued with diabetes. We're plagued with alcoholism and being strung out on drugs and things of that nature. We're plagued with these hindrances, right? Because people in the world want to say we have free will, which we don't. And the fact that we think we do, because the Christian church pushes that narrative, is why we're suffering now. Because with free will, you freely want to please your flesh instead of pleasing the Most High. That's for starters. Secondly, you know, the enemy knows that our general knowledge of our culture has been stripped away from us. Now they're being brought in the forefront, and they're saying people are starting to wake up. But the thing is, we're so psychologically damaged and subliminally destroyed that you could bring the truth out. We still not going to believe it. Just like all the signs and wonders of the world, we don't believe it. Fires in California, earthquakes and hurricanes in diverse places. You know what I'm saying? Snow in states that never really got Slovakia. States that's getting hit and slammed with blizzards and snow. States that never really seen snow before. You understand? They getting hit. These are not all signs of wonders that I don't know what is Israel. You understand what I'm saying to you? Also, you got COVID-19. You got RSV out here now. You know, my mother's boyfriend's in a hospital. He was in a coma for like 4 days. He finally woke up, freaked out because he didn't realize he was in a hospital or realized he had a stroke. Now he's non-responsive. His left side doesn't work at all. He won't wake up. He got this tube down his throat. You know, this tube in his brain relieving the pressure from the blood clot. And not only that, today he was coughing up blood. It's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? As much as, you know, and this is just a show of what the truth provides. You know, even if you dislike somebody, don't agree with somebody, at the same time, it's still brotherly and priestly to forgive someone. You understand? Me being in this truth, I've learned to put petty feelings to the side and forgive people and then pray for them, because in the world, you want to harm your brother, you harm your sister and things like that. But being in this truth, you see what it's really hitting for. You really don't want to harm one another. But what you want to do is show compassion and mercy, because you go harm that person. It shows great restraint to not do it. So it's better and wiser under the eyes of the Most High to not want to harm a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian person. You know, whether if you know them or not, whether if you agree with them or not, whether if you like them or not, at the end of the day, it's more brotherly to respect that person and show mercy and compassion as well. You understand? So all I've been doing, I've never really gotten along with this man for as long as he's been around with my mom for the last 20 some odd years, right? But at the same time, and seeing him in this state, you know, I forgave him, and all I could do is pray for this brother and pray that he makes it out the woods right now. You know, Lord, allow it. And I pray that this be the wake-up call for him to want to turn his life around. You understand? Because it's even bad that he's laid up in this hospital with no health insurance. So it's like they're doing whatever to him, and that's something else that I wanted to look into. You know, because again, the devil is everywhere, and the devil is in a lot of people. You understand? The devil resides in a lot of the enemies, whether if it's the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, the East Indian man. The devil lies in a lot of these heathens. You understand? As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to learn to discern who to deal with, who not to deal with when it comes to being out in this world, but not being of it. I pray y'all understand. You know what I'm saying? I got precepts, but I also got clips that I would like to bring out and show y'all why I titled the class what I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring out the first one, and then we're going to start with these precepts.
This is an artificial baby. This is a newly advanced technology through which babies will be created in the laboratory. Scientists predict in the future, with this new technology, we will be able to create 30,000 artificial babies in 1 year. According to scientists, they have the ability choosing the baby's eye color, hair color, skin tone, physical strength, height, and level of intelligence. With this new technology, the perfect human being can be created artificially. This technology was invented in 1984, and according to scientists, the United States military in the next 10 years will be creating babies in multiple secret laboratories throughout the United States of America. What is the reason for doing this? Why keep it secret from the public?
Israel, they seek to destroy us. They seek to replace us. They want to be God. They want to be able to create life Let me explain something to you, Israel. You cannot be the Most High, and there's nothing you could do on this earth or this planet to try to replicate what the Most High can do. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then tell me the number. You understand? Type it in the chat if you know it, so I can play it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what makes them so diabolical, that they are trying to replicate the Lord's work in their own vision, right? Let me give you a precept to set this off, right? It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, don't fall victim to the devices of Satan. Don't fall victim to the temptations of the devil, because the devil is who he is for a reason, and he's good at doing his job. You understand? And this video was a prime example of what I'm talking about. The devil is hard at work, and he's creating devices to replicate human reproduction, and they want to control the narrative of what color, what race, like, you cannot create a nation of people. But what they can do is make paper soldiers, so to speak. And this is their version of it. They want to create their own army of super soldiers. You understand? They say the perfect human being. What makes that human being perfect? Because you created it in your vision and what you think is your ideals of perfection. Perfection is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. That, my friends, for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, is perfection. And it can only be done and carried out through Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? I seriously and truly pray y'all do understand. I'm going to give y'all the precept again from the top. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. The oppressor is truly diabolical in this regard, for the fact that they try to replicate the Most High God and what the Most High power can do. They don't even know all the powers of the Most High. The Most High really wanted, he could shut everybody's lights off like that. He could just be like, you know what? I'm tired of all of this. All y'all go to sleep. And just shut all your lights off. And because he's the only one that has the power to destroy the physical and the spiritual. He could shut your lights off on your physical and your spiritual life. And you ain't coming back. How about that? Done deal. It's just that simple. The Most High doesn't have to negotiate. There is no negotiating with the Most High. The Most High does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and how he sees fit, because that's the power of our God. And all we can do is respect it and do what he tells us to do and follow his law, statutes, and commandments, so we don't have to deal with his judgments. Let's see. Another precept to further bring out what I'm talking about, right? We're gonna stay in this book of 2 Corinthians, right? This is part of the vocal point of this topic. Like, this book, 2 Corinthians, really covers a lot of what I'm discussing, but we're gonna bounce around. But right now I'm in 2 Corinthians. We're gonna go in the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 14 now. And it says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Meaning, Satan will come in the form of many different things. He will disguise himself in the sight of many different things. You might not even recognize Satan, because he is a master of disguise. You understand? The Satan will come to you as a ravening wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. He will come to you in the form of a man. Hell, Satan will come to you in the form of a woman. a real beautiful, voluptuous woman. You understand? Satan has a knack and an ability to take hold of people and use them to how he sees fit. And not only that, we're so ignorant and unwise to this stuff that it works. We're so ignorant and oblivious to this stuff that it actually works. You understand? Satan has that ability on this playing field we call Earth, right? Satan could take hold of a lot of us because we are in the business of pleasing our flesh. So he knows our vices. He knows how to get to us. This one likes weed. This one likes cigarettes. This one likes white women. This one likes this. This one likes that. This one likes the strip club. You understand? Satan knows our vices. He knows what we like. So he will tempt us and lure us right into his clutches by using what we like. Now, the problem with that is we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't know nor understand the word no. We don't know the word no. We don't know how to say no, let alone utilize the word no. We have to learn how to say no to not people, but ourselves. It's one thing if you say no to somebody about something, when you hold $5. No. Nah, I ain't talking about that. Damn, I want to go smoke a blunt today. No. Tell yourself no. And stand 10 toes on that. This is where the fight begins. Because now you begin a battle against your flesh by telling yourself no. Damn, I ain't getting none in a week. I think I'm going to call this horror up. I'm going to call this horror up this weekend. Yeah, we're going to get right. No. Don't lust over no whore and transgress against the law. Because now you're committing a double whammy. Tell yourself no, fight that lust. If you have to, seek counsel. Get scriptures on that. You understand? This is all part of knowing who you are and who you belong to and understanding your culture and the nature of your culture, being Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. Read this precept again from the top. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Meaning, Satan will come to you and transformed as an angel of light. He'll let you think he's a good guy. Satan comes to you like he's a good guy because he's one of the Lord's children, regardless of his rank, status, or position. He does his job. His job is to show his father that you don't love him. His job is to show that I don't love the Most High. This is why I gotta fight my flesh. I don't smoke weed or cigarettes no more. That fight, I better beat that demon up. But that demon tends to spin the block, and he brings a whole car full of demons with him. You understand? Just because you beat a demon don't mean the fight's over. That fight just started. They like to spin the block, and they like to come back with a car full. You understand? And they bring other demons that you don't know or can't regularly identify with them. That's the part that will confuse a person that's trying to come into the truth that doesn't know any better, and they need to start learning, which is why it's prevalent to come into class frequently, whether if it's online or physical. But physical is more personal. You get what I'm saying? When you come to physical class, you embody the spirit more. You embody the spirit of Yahweh Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ. You embody the love and the mercy and the comfort of the Most High even more, because you get to see and feel the brotherhood in person, live. You get what I'm saying? It's one thing when you see it on a computer screen or you see it on your phone, but it's another thing when you're seeing it live in your face, right in front of you. It's tangible because it's right there in your grasp. You understand? It's right there in front of you when the brother greets you. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Or if a sister greets you and you say Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Thin Shem Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? It's right there in front of your face. Because in today's time, we're in the latter days. We're seriously in the latter days. World War III is on the brink, is right on the horizon. You understand? And right now, these devils is trying to replace us all. They're trying to make a way and have an excuse to cause mass genocide. Do you hear me, Israel? Mass genocide. They are trying to commit mass genocide. They're trying to take us out like they did the Tasmanians. Don't you know there's not a living relative of Tasmania anywhere? Let me give you verse 15. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 15. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. You know, the devil could take on many forms and cause you to transform into something different as well. But how you be judged will be determined upon thy works. If you become a man of righteousness, a minister of righteousness, it will be shown through your works. If you show to be a child of Satan and to do the work of Satan instead of the work of your father, who is his father, it will show in your works, because the scripture also says, prove thy works. Show the fruit of your labor. You understand? You must learn to show the fruit of your labor. And if you're showing bad fruit, then at the end of the day, there's no reason to cry or complain. You know what time it is. There's no reason to cry or complain. You know exactly what time it is. Let me show y'all. Let me bring out. You know what, Edgar? Let me bring out this next clip right now. This clip is Amazon. This is how diabolical the oppressor is, right? At this particular building, all the Amazon employees went on strike and said, "Listen, we working like slaves. We need more pay." Jeff Bezos took this as an opportunity to say, "Oh, y'all want to go on strike? Go ahead, take the time off." And he utilized that time to bring out his new creation, which were machines that he had built to replace these employees if in the event a strike occurred or if he had to replace them. This is how diabolical it is. They so freaking greedy for money that they will sit there and let go thousands upon thousands of people to replace them with machines, because they don't have, because he said it costs $3 to make this machine. So it's nothing, and then the machines don't have to request a day off. The machine doesn't have to take breaks. So he's got a constant, well-oiled machine running and shipping out. So what? You want to have your Amazon trucks on autopilot? You have robots hopping out the Amazon truck to deliver the packages to the people. You gonna fire the drivers too? You got robots that's programmed to watch out for traffic, knowing how to properly park or double park on a residential street. Like, come on, let's call a spade a spade. Jeff Bezos is a greedy freaking devil, and this is all proof of what I'm bringing out in these scriptures. You know what? Where's that? Where that precept at? I got you, Israel. Give me 1 second. I was saving this precept. I didn't want to bring it out right away, but you know what? I'm compelled to bring this scripture out right now, because this makes no goddamn sense. That these devils is that greedy. He's already making billions. You can't pay your employees a couple dollars more. If they paying 22, you can't give them 26, because the more you pay them, the more they got to pay on taxes anyway. So it balances out for you. And all this is a tax write-off. So you're not really losing. I know how the tax code works. So you're not fooling nobody. You understand? But you that goddamn greedy that you will sit there and let all these hard-working employees go just to put in a goddamn robot? How dare you? How dare you sit there and think you can replace a human life with a robot? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. If that don't make a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian mad, then what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? If that don't piss you off, then what does? They will replace you with a robot. You get replaced by the robot, then what? What you gonna do? Collect unemployment for a couple months, and then what you gonna do? How you gonna pay your bills? You gonna find another job that you could be replaced by a robot? Because you know once he set that trend, all these companies gonna try to dig deep and bear the burden and spend the money to make the money back, and they're all gonna invest in robots. What next? Elon Musk is gonna supply them with the robots to replace people with. Come on, man. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. What's the real gift here? The gift of technology? Like, let's be real here. What's the real gift? The gift of technology? Jeff Bezos is willing to replace thousands upon thousands of Amazon employees for robots that he said takes $3 for him to make. That's how greedy and wicked and disgusting that these bastards are. That's how greedy, wicked, and disgusting the oppressor is.
You're not going to believe this, but
so Amazon workers went on strike, and Jeff Bezos said, check this out. He introduced Amazon worker robots. He said, you want more money, right? Well, it's only going to cost me $3 per robot to replace you. They're having their FAFO moment. He didn't stop there. Check this out. He said, two can play that game. Thanks for allowing me to test out my new technology, because soon I won't need you guys to work in the warehouse anymore. I replace you with something that doesn't take days off, that doesn't get sick, and doesn't ask for raises. So you can strike if you want, but you're being replaced. Check this out. The new technology was tested. And now, think about this. The most highest grossing company in the world has found a way to replace humans. All because the Amazon workers wanted to go on strike. So this goes to show, when they said that 85 million jobs will be replaced by AI technology, well, Amazon might be the first company to do that. Peace and love. And I'm out.
holy smokes, you're not going to believe this, but
so Amazon workers went on strike, and Jeff Bezos said, check this out. He introduced Amazon worker robots. He said, you want more money, right?
I don't think
Well,
with the brothers.
it's only going to cost me $3 per robot to replace you. They're having their FAFO moment. He didn't stop there. Check this out. He said, two can play that game. Thanks for allowing me to test out my new technology, because soon I won't need you guys to work in the warehouse anymore. I replace you with something that doesn't take days off, that doesn't get sick, and doesn't ask for raises. So you can strike if you want, but you're being replaced. Check this out. The new technology was tested. And now, think about this. The most highest grossing company in the world has found a way to replace humans. All because the Amazon workers wanted to go on strike. So this goes to show, when they said that 85 million jobs will be replaced by AI technology, well, Amazon might be the first company to do that. Peace and love. And I'm out.
They that goddamn greedy, Israel. That's sad. You can't. We the ones that make the world go round, right? I don't give a goddamn what technology you coming out with. All right, it costs you $3 to make the robot. Okay, what if the robot malfunctions? You have a bunch of malfunctioning robots. Your whole warehouse shuts down forever, however long it's going to take you to repair those, make those repairs, right? Then what? Then what, Israel? Let's call a spade a spade. Then what? How much money you gonna lose for your warehouse shutting down for a whole day to correct that problem? Let's be real. Let's be realistic here, Israel. It's bull doohickey. You understand? It really is. They talking some real horse manure. Thank God I'm good with my words because there's some choice words I really want to say, but because it's YouTube, I'm being picky with my words. Well, let me explain something to you, Israel. They talking some real bull doohickey. You understand? They talking some real shenanigans here. Some real shenanigans. And if the while is going to not be tolerated, it's going to be an uprising. You're gonna have a bunch of disgruntled employees. They're gonna be looking to storm something. You ain't got enough troops and bullets in the world if people actually come together. Y'all ain't do nothing when those white people storm Washington. What you gonna do when you got 250,000 disgruntled Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people? What you gonna do? You gonna kill them all? You gonna consider that an act of war, or because it's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians doing it? When you ain't do that to them white people? You let the white people storm the Capitol. They done busted and caused all types of vandalism on y'all property, on y'all soil. Y'all gave slaps on the wrist and then let them go. Come on, let's call a spade a spade. Y'all only seek to destroy us. This is why y'all the devil that the Bible speaks of. Y'all only seek to destroy us. Y'all only seek to replace us because we are the supreme beings and y'all don't want to cower down to us. It's okay. It's all right. It's not a problem. See, the Most High is going to correct the problem. Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, is going to correct the problem. And he's going to correct it soon because we are in the latter days. And when our king comes down, he's not coming down to talk. He's not coming down to plead with y'all. You know what? Let me find that precept, please, real quick. Okay, Shaw, give me 1 second. I knew that was one precept I was looking for. I ain't found yet. Oh, 3 and 2. Yeah, I knew it was something. Let me write that down. I'm gonna get to that precept. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get to that precept. But I'm gonna do this one first because that one right there is gonna break it down. We're gonna go to the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 13. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. Meaning, when his job was complete and he finished doing his job, he departed from his father. He went to go back to what he was doing, going to and fro from back and forth across the earth. You understand? After he gets finished doing a specific job, a specific task that his father gave him, he go back to doing what he's supposed to do, his goddamn job. When the devil ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. You know, he took a vacation. Once he was done doing all the tempting, he took time off. He went and took a little vacay. Because when he come back, he coming back full force to do his goddamn job. That's the work of the devil. That's the work of Satan. The only problem is the white man don't take days off. White man don't take no goddamn breaks. White man do what he do, and he's diligent in his work. That's the only good thing you can say about it. They don't lack when it comes to unaliving Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They don't lack when it comes to hurting one another or setting us up for failure. Where is it? It's 3 and 2. Joe, let me tell you something, Israel, before I get to this precept, right? I'm not trying to spew no kind of hatred or nothing, right? Because we're not a people that hate. We love what the Lord loves and we hate what the Lord hates. There's a difference. We hate the sin and sinners. We hate oppression. So we hate the oppressor. We don't hate the oppressor for being who they are. We hate the oppressor for who they are, for being our goddamn adversary. We hate the oppressor for the crimes they commit against our people. That's what we hate them for. We don't hate them for existing. We don't hate them because they're white. We don't really give a sugar honey iced tea what y'all is, except for the fact that you're set to destroy, harm, and unalive blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That is what we hate. That is what we despise. That is what we dislike. There's a difference. And you either going to learn and know how to discern the two, or you're just going to be oblivious to it because you want to be out in the world pleasing your flesh. You just want to get high and sleep with white women and sleep with whores. You understand? And you just want to do whatever the flesh says. You understand? This is another reason why Christianity destroyed our people, because Christianity tell you it's okay to smoke, it's okay to be a alphabet member or a transformer, because the Christian church accepts everybody, and then they transgress against one another because they sit there and they want to talk about each other in the church. When the church was created to study and learn the law, statutes, and commandments, because they were supposed to be taught by prophets and priests, but they're not. They're being skewed and twisted and misdirected and reused through blasphemers. You understand? Through charlatans like Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes. You understand? Geno Jennings trying to act like a bootleg Israelite. You understand? Out here taking our words, taking stuff that we use, trying to borrow our swag to try to teach people, but you're still misleading them. It's sad. It's real sad, Israel, that we do it to ourselves, right? We don't just do it to ourselves, but we do it to one another, and we do it to others, and it's wrong. This is not what we were originally here for. This is not what we were originally taught. We was taught to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments and keep them. That is the laws that we were given. This is what we were commanded to do as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The fact that we're being oppressed, the fact that we're being unalived at alarming rates, for the fact that our people are being deported, and we're being segregated and separated and discriminated against, is looking for the right words because we're on YouTube, but it's nonsense. It's malarkey. Is garbage. It makes no sense. It's wrong. It's just straight up, flat out wrong. Israel. They got no right, no business treating us like this, trying to take us out. Well, and the messed up part is, even being in the world, all we do is try to show them love and compassion and try to please them and seek their approval, and they still hate us. They still mistreat us. They still unalive us. They still curse us and call us derogatory terms and bywords and things of that nature. That's the sad part. Even in times when we're trying to show compassion, show love, and show them better, they still, to this day, seek to destroy us. They still find ways to want to harm us, to unalive us, to do us dirty. Let me give you the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Now let me break this down from the top down, right? It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I will gather all the nations, meaning the Chinese, the white people, the Arabs, the Africans, all the other nations, all the foreign nations of the world. The Lord is going to gather all of them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Meaning he's going to get them all together at one set spot. And it says, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them for their and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. Meaning, he is going to give them their just deserts for his people, for his heritage Israel, for the people he created and set upon this earth to be his special people. You understand? And after this precept, I'll bring that precept out, because Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are a special people unto the Lord thy God, is in the book of Deuteronomy, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land, meaning who have been scattered among all the other nations and all the other countries other than their home of Israel, and part of the land of Israel. You understand? Where they were scattered into the lands of Goshen, where they were scattered into the lands of Ethiopia and West Africa, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is going to give them their just deserts. He's going to give them exactly what they was asking for. You understand? And when that day comes and he do, ooh-wee. That's all I can say, ooh-wee. Now we're going to swing back up to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. No, not the 28th chapter. We're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. That's where we're going to go. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Now let me break this down from the top, Israel. For art thou, is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For art thou a holy people, holy meaning separate. The Most High God set blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians separate from all other people that are on this earth, right? Upon the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Lord thy God has chosen blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be a special people unto himself. This is why it's imperative that we as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians wake the hell up so we could come out of this captivity and gather together, like it says in the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. You understand what I'm saying? I pray y'all do. Because the devil seeks to destroy us. The devil seeks to replace us. As long as we keep trying to live on this playing field on this earth, trying to go by the oppressor's rules and regulations, trying to get ahead on their turf. You understand? Where it's designed for us to lose from jump. Period. For art thou a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Most High God set us on high. He set us to be above all people upon the face of the earth. But how can we do that if we're being strung out on drugs, strung out on alcohol, not loving one another? We're harming and unaliving one another. You understand? We're mistreating one another. We're treating each other like garbage. And we're not giving each other a chance to survive, let alone learn who we are and whose we are. And this is the part that really makes tides turn. You understand, Israel? This is the stuff that makes the tides turn. We have to understand who our enemy really is. We don't really know who our opposition is because we've been so brainwashed and polluted to thinking that we are one's enemy, when in all actuality, we're not. We're not, Israel. We're each other's brothers and sisters, and we have to stick together, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are all we got. We don't got nobody else. Look at how the Chinese stick together, whether if they know each other or not. I don't care what state, what neighborhood, what hood, slums you in. Look at how the Chinese people stick together and they get money together with no problem. Look at how the Arabs stick together. Don't even gotta know each other from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? They stick together. They come together. They ain't got no problem. They'll take they own in, whether they know them or not. Like prime example, I'm in my doctor's office. You know, it's primarily Arabics in there, right? So quick sidebar, I'm in my doctor's office. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to be seen by the doctor, but all these Arab people, whether they came in before me or after me, they're all being seen ahead of me, right? And I go through this all the time I'm in there, and I'm wondering, like, damn, do I got to start learning how to speak Arabic to be seen right away by my doctor? Because it's not just the fact that they're Arabic, they're all Muslim. You understand? They're all under Islam. And that's another reason why we are in the latter days, and everybody's time is coming soon. It's ticking. It's like a ticking time bomb. And when the time comes, boom, they done. It's over. So I'm sitting here watching the office get cleared out. I'm like, damn, I go through this every time. Like, y'all gonna have me sitting here for hours waiting? And then, oh no, you next. I'm like, People walked in and I watched them put their name down on paper and go get seen right away. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But you know what happens when I go into a doctor's office and it's primarily Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian? We get the same treatment. Because the Hispanics don't mess with the Blacks because they don't know that they brothers and sisters. So they let the Hispanic people go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And they treat the niggas different. That's what that no matter where we go on this planet, we going to always get treated different. And it's the sad, harsh reality of everything. But once they find out that, oh, they really my brothers, like they're gonna feel like crap that they treated us bad like that. You feel me? For really though. It's that. But let me go to these scriptures, right? We're gonna go before I bring the next clip out. We're gonna go to the book of Luke, chapter 22. We're gonna start at verse 31. And these letters is in red, meaning Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, is speaking. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Meaning, Satan required Peter. He acquired Simon Salakia. Satan, he inquired about Simon. He told Christ, I want Simon. Give me Simon. I want to sift him like wheat through a sifter. You know, when you're sifting grains. He wants to put Simon through the ringer just to show and prove whether if he loves the Most High or if he's going to curse the Most High. If he's going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, or if he's going to transgress against the Most High. That's what Satan means when Christ saying he desires Simon, and he wants to sift him as wheat. Verse 32. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, straighten thy brethren. Meaning, the Most High is going to pray for you, Simon. And as long as you keep your faith and you stay strong, Simon, and not be converted, you're going to strengthen your brethren. You're going to make your brothers as strong as you, if not stronger than you, so that they may be able to one day fight the temptation of Satan. Verse 33. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death. Now, this was at a time when they were all getting locked up, you know, because that's what they do. They lock niggas up, whether it's biblical times or today's time. They lock us up, whether we guilty or not, whether we committed the crime or not. You understand? I don't know if people notice, like the vast majority and percentage of people that's incarcerated and put on house arrest or put on probation or community service are minorities, which are Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, for non-violent offenses. If they're drug offenses, same process, same judgment. You understand? Only time that they're really like incarcerated and locked up, sentenced for some stuff, or the death penalty, is for violent crimes. You know what I mean? The crazy thing is, the most violent crime that we commit as Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The most violent crimes we commit is against one another. People don't understand that. Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, the most heinous crimes we commit is against one another. We don't kill other nations. Other nations kill other nations in Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Arabic people will blow themselves up and everybody in the vicinity. They don't care. They don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? They trying to prove a point. And they'll die to prove that point. They will blow a whole room full of people that's not them. As long as they not them, they don't care. They out for blood. You know, it's really sad that the world is like this. You understand? But the Most High doesn't make no mistakes. So I'm not going to ever question what the Most High puts in place. But what I will do is pray that my people hearken, meaning listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, if he so decides to call upon them. Because I was blessed to have to hear the call and answer it. You know, because what eyes and ears the Most High open, no man could close it. And what eyes and ears the Most High closes, no man can open. Period. Let me go to verse 34. And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day, before that thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me. Meaning, the Most High told Peter, you're going to deny me. And you're going to deny me 3 times. You're going to deny that you know me. And you're not going to realize it until after you do it. You know, in that moment, Peter was like, I'm not going to deny you, Lord. But see, this is what happens when the devil gets up on you. This is what happens when you get a demon on you. Because when a demon is on you, that's when the pressure begins. You're not realizing you under pressure or under the gun until after the fact, whether if you paid attention and caught it ahead of time or not. You won't know until after the fact. You say, damn, that was a test that I failed. Damn. You don't realize the mistake until after the fact. That's why you have to have strength in your faith. It's imperative to have strength in your faith because the Most High sees everything. You understand? I pray y'all understand, Israel. The Most High sees and knows all, and there's no hiding from the Most High. And this is what it means by fighting your demons in the dark. You understand? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments when nobody's looking. Doing the work of the Lord when nobody is watching. Because you're not doing it for vainglory. You're not doing it because you're told to. You're doing it because you want to. You're doing it because you get a sense of gratitude for doing the work of the Lord. You understand? That's what it's about. That's what it's for. It's not doing it because you have to. It's doing it because you want to. Because eventually you will have to either way. So it's best to just do it and get it done. You understand? I'm going to bring out this next article. Because this is another example of, hold on, before I bring it out. Look, again, we're in the latter days. There are wars and rumors of wars in the midst, right? Not just physical war, spiritual war, but biological war. Look at what's going on. COVID's still around, fighting strong. We got RSV out. Right now, my mother's boyfriend's in the hospital fighting for his life right now as he's suffered a stroke and got sick with RSV at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The whole time in a coma, not knowing he was in a coma. And then when he woke up, he freaked out. They had to put him back to sleep. He can't even move his left side. Today, he was coughing up blood. all I could do is pray for the brother to survive and pray that he gets it and understands what's going on. You understand? I understand we're in the latter days. As if the Lord allows him to get better, I will go and physically visit him myself, and I will start talking the scriptures to him and start educating him and start getting him to understand that these are the latter days. And if you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to continue to face these judgments of the Most High. There's no escaping the Lord, and there's no escaping his punishments or his wrath. I pray y'all understand, Israel. Let me bring out this article.
America, we have a major issue. This listeria thing is way worse than anyone thought. Where do I start? So basically Friday, the FDA sent out a massive warning to everyone about this listeria outbreak. And they found it at Walmart and Aldi and Kroger. So now all 3 stores are recalling vegetables and herbs, including guacamole and salsa. This is bad, guys. You've got salad mixes. You've got different herbs. You guys, this is all over the place. I know a lot's going on in the world right now, but be careful what you're buying. Basically, Kroger came out and said that if you had bought any of those products, the salsa, the guacamole, any of the produce, throw it away.
You might want to check what's in your fridge tonight. A major produce company is recalling more than 140 vegetable products sold at supermarkets across the United States, including the Bay Area, over listeria concerns. And we're talking broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and much more from fresh Del Monte produce.
Bring that back one more time.
America, we have a major issue. This listeria thing is way worse than anyone thought. Where do I start? So basically Friday, the FDA sent out a massive warning to everyone about this listeria outbreak. And they found it at Walmart and Aldi and Kroger. So now all 3 stores are recalling vegetables and herbs, including guacamole and salsa. This is bad, guys. You've got salad mixes. You've got different herbs. You guys, this is all over the place. I know a lot's going on in the world right now, but be careful what you're buying. Basically, Kroger came out and said that if you had bought any of those products, the salsa, the guacamole, any of the produce, throw it away.
You might want to check what's in your fridge tonight. A major produce company is recalling more than 140 vegetable products sold at supermarkets across the United States, including the Bay Area, over listeria concerns. And we're talking broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and much more from fresh Del Monte produce.
Well, I'll get to this next one, right? Pacing myself. Let me share something with you, Israel. First off, I never even heard of listeria, right? They coming out with new stuff every week. This is what I'm talking about. And the Most High said in the scriptures that we're going to face diseases and stuff that's not even in the Bible. These diseases is not even in the Bible. What the hell is listeria? You know what? I'm not too surprised if it is in the Bible, because I'm about to tell you what listeria is. And listeria is spelled L-I-S-T-E-R-I-A. A possible source of illness, listeria, one of the most causes of food poisoning. It's triggered by listeria bacteria that can live in soil, water, dust, animal poop, and other substances. You can get sick if you eat food that carries it. For most healthy people, the infection doesn't pose much a threat, even if it makes you sick for a day or two. Healthy people rarely become ill from listeria infection, but for some people, the infection can be serious or even life-threatening, particularly pregnant women and their babies, people whose immune systems aren't working right, and seniors. If you belong to any of those groups, you need to be extra cautious. Prompt antibiotic treatment can help curb the effects of listeria infection. What causes listeria? Listeria is caused by bacteria that can grow at cold temperatures that those inside a refrigerator. Even freeze doesn't stop it. When it contaminates food, you can't see, smell, or taste it. People pick up the infection most often from deli meats that aren't processed properly or from dairy products made from milk that isn't pasteurized. In other words, the milk hasn't been heated to kill germs. And common sources of outbreaks are cantaloupe, hot dogs, soft cheeses. Symptoms when you get Listeria infection, the signs typically include diarrhea, nausea, achy muscles. So, hold on, let me see. Fighting kitchen germs. Okay. They could appear a few days after you eat the bad food, and they might take a couple of months to show up. If you have any of those symptoms, contact your doctor. If the infection spreads to your nervous system, it's more serious. The severe form, called listeriosis, is fatal for 20% of people who have it. This happens most often with the very young, the very old, and people with weakened immune systems. The signs could be headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, convulsions. Go to emergency care or call 911 if your loved one have any of these symptoms. When you're pregnant, you need to take special care because you have an increased risk of listeria in the blood. Call your doctor if you have headache, fever, achy muscles, or back pain with or without diarrhea. Mild cases of listeria may need no treatment at all. For more serious cases, the doctor may use antibiotics. Food to watch out for. There is no vaccine. Let me say that again. There is no vaccine. There is no vaccine to protect against listeria, so it's important to be on guard. The main food that can make you sick include raw vegetables contaminated by soil or by manure that was used as fertilizer, animal meat that is contaminated with listeria, milk that wasn't pasteurized, and other products made from it, processed foods such as deli meats and hot dogs that are contaminated after they're produced. How to protect yourself. Be sure to wash your hands. Clean them well with warm, soapy water before you start cooking. If you handle raw meat or poultry, wash them afterwards. Here are some other good ideas for cleaning, handling, and cooking food. Clean all kitchen surfaces, cutting boards, and utensils with hot, soapy water when you finish cooking, before and after. You scrub raw vegetables with a brush under running water. Cook meat, poultry, and egg dishes until they reach 160 degrees Fahrenheit in the center. Use a meat thermometer to make sure. Keep uncooked meat and poultry away from other food. Use hot dogs within a week after you open the package, and deli and luncheon meat within 3 to 5 days after opening. Hell yeah. Wash your hands with soapy before handling a whole melon. Clean it with a brush under running water. Eat slices promptly. Throw out any that sits in the room temperature more than 4 hours. Keep the temperature below 40 degrees in the refrigerator and below 0 in the freezer. People who should be extra careful. Pregnant women, and especially pregnant Hispanic women, are more likely than most people to come down with listeriosis, an infection, even one that affects the mother mildly, can have a very serious effect on the baby, including premature birth or even stillbirth. If a baby is born with listeria, symptoms might include little interest in feeding, fussiness, fever, vomiting. Pregnant women and people in other at-risk groups, seniors, and people whose immune systems are weak, need to be especially careful. They should not eat Hot dogs, cold cuts, or deli meats under they have been heated to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Refrigerated meats spreading on or refrigerated smoked seafood. Foods that do not need refrigeration, such as canned tuna, are okay. Soft cheeses that are made from milk that has not been pasteurized. Some examples: brie, camembert, feta, queso panela, queso blanco, queso fresco. But if the labels say specifically that the cheese is made from pasteurized milk, it's okay. Recalled foods. Just as cans might be recalled by their makers because of safety defects, companies that made and sell food sometimes have a recall on it. News media report these recalls when they happen, and the Federal Food Safety government website lists recall on its homepage. If you see a recall for food that you've eaten, watch for symptoms of listeria and contact your doctor if you have any. Viral versus bacterial infections. Bacterial and viral infections have many things in common. Both types of infections are caused by microbes, bacteria, and viruses, respectively, and spread by things such as coughing and sneezing, contact with infected people, especially through kissing and sex, contact with contaminated surfaces, food, and water. There's nothing else to say on that, Israel. That's just from a clip I showed you of listeria. So if you don't think we're at war, if you don't think the devil seeks to replace us, think again. Just by showing you through food that we are at war. And another, let me give you a precept to further help you understand where I'm coming from. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go out in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Let me break this down from the top for you, Israel. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go out in our streets. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we could barely go outside to go to the goddamn corner store without being harassed by cops. We could barely drive to go out to a movie or dinner or a family outing without getting pulled over by police. And once they realize and know that you're black, when they pull you over, it's automatic. I fear for my life. If you that scary of a person, then you got no business being a police officer. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm not one to sit there and beat around the bush. You know what I'm saying? If you become a police officer and you're that leery and that wary and that scary of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, change your profession. I implore you, change your profession. It's not in the interest of you to be a police officer just so you can unalive blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and go to the media outlet and say, I fear for my life. Okay, if you had a chance to fear for your life, then why did you become a police officer? The job is to serve and protect. But to serve and protect who is the question? Because that's where there finds a very large gray area. Yeah, they're here to serve and protect, but they're here to serve and protect heathens. And let's call a spade a spade. They don't lock up East Indians. They don't lock up Chinese people. They barely lock up white people. If they do it because they're left with no other option. Let's call a spade a spade. They lock up blacks and Hispanics. They lock up blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's who they arrest. That's who they incarcerate. That's how they make their money. One arrest is a 2-week vacation. That's how much an arrest is worth. So the cops already clock in and come out with a price on your head. And then when it's quota time, forget about it. They setting up checkpoints. They doing random pullovers. They trying to get you with something. If they can't get you with a ticket, they gonna lock your behind up. I'm calling a spade a spade. You understand? And that's just what it is. They hunt our steps. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps, For we cannot go out in our streets. We can't go out in these streets when they hunting. What you think it is when they say martial law? What you think martial law is? You cannot go outside. We go outside anyway because I do what the hell I want to do. You're not gonna tell me what to do. Catch me. It's just that simple. When in martial law, we're not allowed outside. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? They say we're not allowed outside. If we ain't allowed outside, then why the stores open? Come on, stop it. If I go outside, I'm outside. You understand? I'm going to go do what I'm going to go do. If I want to go have me a drink, I'm going to go have me a drink. They don't open until after hours. I'm going to the after hour to buy me something to drink, and then I'm going in the house. I'm going to go mind my business. I want to go sit in the park. It's nice outside. You understand? They want to try to control the narrative, and they want to dictate our movements and tell us what to do, how to do it, when and how to do it. Nah, not doing that. We're not doing that. But again, the devil seeks to replace us, and Christianity was set to destroy us. Let me see where I'm at. Where am I at on the precepts? Okay, let's queue up. In fact, I'm going to give you another precept before I go to the next article, right? Oh, okay. Got somebody in the chat. I didn't even realize it. Are we going to keep pretending so David and Solomon aren't the same race? Okay. Let me help you out. In fact, I'll do you one better. Let me go to the scripture for you, right? You know, Esau and Jacob came from the same womb, right? They came out of the same womb. Yes, they did. You know, Jacob and Esau was estranged from birth, right? And they all came, yes, they all came out of one womb. But there's symbolization behind that, right? Because one came out, Esau came out first, and then Jacob came out cleaved to his heel, meaning the ending of one generation and the beginning of another. Hold on, let me get to that. Let me get to it for you. I got you. Let's see. No, not when Esau gave up his birthright. No. There we go. The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 26. And after let me go up one. Go up another. Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called him Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was three score years old when she bare them. Now, Isaac was Jacob's brother. Yes, they were born out the womb, but the symbolization of Esau coming out first and then Jacob coming out cleaved to his heel was the ending of one generation and the beginning of another. You understand? Esau came out red like a hairy garment. Who comes out with their skin red like a hairy garment? White people. Let's call a spade here. We're not dealing with what ifs. Esau came out red like a hairy garment. You know what I'm saying? Came out all red all over. And came out looking like a red baboon. Only white people come out. Your face get red when you get flustered and upset. Black people don't. Their face don't get red. Come on. What are we really talking about here? What are we really pretending? Come on. Let's call a spade a spade. Esau is not black. Esau is white. Esau is the progenitor of all white people. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is all our forefathers. King David is one of our forefathers. Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why Jacob's name was changed to Israel after fighting an angel and won. But you wouldn't know that, would you? That's for you, Ted East. Con. That's for you, Ted East. You got the scriptures right there for you. I hope those help you out. You know what I'm saying? Now back to what I was doing before I was rudely interrupted. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Meaning the devil is walking around looking to see who he could tempt, who he could show does not love the Most High. He's walking around looking to see who he could prove doesn't love the Lord. Here, oh, that brother like getting hot. Let me help him out. And all of a sudden, the plug giving him free drugs. Like, here, that's for you. That's for you. And he's getting high, staying more in a comatose state when it pleases his flesh. Giving an adulterer more married women to lay with. You understand? The devil will give you everything you want to see what you're going to do and to see if you're going to just take it and keep choosing to serve him and worship him, or if you're going to turn yourself down, fight your flesh, and show that you love the Most High God. I'm going to bring up the next article. Any questions or any comments, put them in the chat. If you need something broken down because you don't understand it, I got no problem with explaining it to you. I pray you understand, Ted East.
A juicy, sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef. Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
Let me play that one more time. I don't think y'all get it.
A juicy, sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef. Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
You know, Israel, this is how you know we're at the end. We can't even eat real food anymore. Everything's being sprayed with pesticides. Everything's poisonous. Everything's no good for us. If we want organic is no good, right? They're making 3D printed meat. Understand what I just said. They're 3D printing steak. And they're going to master it to where you can't tell the difference. The devil seeks to replace us, and Christianity seeks to destroy us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. When are y'all going to wake up and see what I'm talking about? We are at war. We're at physical war. We're at spiritual war. We're dealing with psychological warfare. We can't eat nothing. Fast food no good for you. If you go to the supermarket, you can't buy produce. Now you can't eat the healthy stuff that's supposed to be good for you because it's going to poison you now with listeria. So what are you left with? Fatness stuff that's going to make you obese, stuff that's going to give you diabetes, stuff that's going to give you high blood pressure. Like you see how they're trying to gear us to fit their narrative. Like y'all don't see it. Like I don't understand how y'all can't see it. This makes no goddamn sense. Can't go out in the streets. We can't eat nothing. We can't have nothing. We can't keep nothing. Then what is it then? What do you want from us? Other than obedience and servitude. Like, as a people, what do you want from us? What do you want from Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians beyond obedience and servitude? Because you want us to worship you like we're supposed to worship the Most High. What do you want? Y'all so bold to say everything else. Say what you want. And be quick about it. Because time is something we all don't have. Nor have we beat the wasted. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 8. He that committeth a sin is of the devil. Meaning, if you commit a sin, you are the devil because you got to be of the devil to commit a sin in the first place. Because if you know the Most High and what he's capable of doing, you will keep his law, statutes, and commandments. But if you out to please yourself and to please your flesh, you're going to do what the devil tell you to do. You're going to be tempted. You're going to smoke that cigarette. You're going to smoke that vape. You're going to hit that weed. You're going to pop that pill. You're going to lay with that whore. You're going to do any and every little thing that Satan tell you to do. Just going to jump, Judy. Just going to jump. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested, meaning Yahweh Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, was created to combat the temptation of the devil and to teach the people because he came as a man in the flesh. You understand? He was brought here to teach our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and how to fight. And taught us how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments Not just perfectly, but effortlessly. Effortlessly. That he might destroy the works of the devil. Most High sent, went through the pipeline and sent it on down, and Joseph and Mary laid together, and henceforth created Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we ignorantly call Christ, through the flesh. Because how else is man and woman brought here? Through sex, through consummation. This is why I don't understand how people could walk down an aisle and spit vows and say all the nonsense that's irrelevant and don't mean nothing, to say, oh, we're married now. No, you're not. Sex is marriage, dumb. Sex is marriage. When the pastor say, after he say you may now kiss the bride, now go consummate your marriage, meaning make your marriage complete by having sex. That's how you consummate your marriage. Marriage is consummated through sex. That's how you become married, through sex. That's it. It's just that simple. But again, Christianity and white people destroyed our people to the point where we think we have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to wear a suit and a dress, to order a venue, to walk down the aisle of a church and all of that garbage. No. Well, that's for sure. That's like being as wicked as to celebrate your birthday and to throw a party. It's no different. We shouldn't do it. That's the problem. As blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we don't know no better. So we're here in the ISUPK to show better. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Period. I did that one. Now, this is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. This further shows how we end up worshiping Satan because we want to please our goddamn flesh, right? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. Meaning, if you just a wicked, disgusting, filthy sinner, you are of your father the devil. You want to sit there and get all these tattoos on you. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the art of it, but not on the human flesh. Draw that shit on paper. You understand? Desecration of the flesh is against the Bible. And I knew that being in the world. That's why I ain't got no tattoos on me. I ain't been in the truth. I'm new to this. You know what I'm saying? But I've been true to this. Pray you understand. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. He was a murderer from the beginning. The devil was a murderer from the beginning because the devil will unalive everything in your path to prove that you don't love the Lord. He will kill you. He will unalive your wife, your children, your livestock, everything you hold near and dear to show that you don't love the Lord, because now that I've unalived everything in your path and your existence, you're going to curse him now. But not Job. Job didn't curse the Most High. Job said, nope, I did something. I must have displeased the Most High some way, somehow for this to happen. You understand? That's why Job was perfect. That's why Job was favored among the Most High. But he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. There's no truth in Satan. The only truth that's in Satan is that he does what his father tells him to do. Other than that, there's no truth in him. You understand? He is the epitome of sin and the father of it. Because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He is a liar and the father of it. Yes, he is. He is a liar. He's the father of lies. He is the father of sin. And he does his job diligently. He does his job so diligently that it works. And we fall for it, hook, line, and sinker, all the time. All the time. We fall into it all the time. It could be so simple. I could have just quit smoking weed, right? I've been clean. I've been clean 5 years now, but let's go back 4. Let's say I've been clean 6 months. You know what Satan do? Satan goes to the heathen, and you know what the heathen does? They legalize marijuana. Now they want to tempt me with legalizing it. So now that is legal on a state level, but still not a federal level. Now everywhere I go, when I walk outside, I smell it. It's in the air. It's everywhere. Now that just makes the fight 10 times as difficult, because not only is it legal, they got dispensaries on every other corner for the low, and it's in the air everywhere I go. As soon as I walk out my goddamn back door, as soon as I walk out my house door, everywhere I go, I walk to the store. It's not that bad now. When I walk to the store, they either put it out, or they walk off, because they know not to have that around me. They realize I'm a priest now. They get it now. They was just hearing me before, but now they get it. It's a difference, a big difference. Because the devil is among us, and the devil seeks to replace us, and the devil will use our own people to do it. He will use our own people to do it. Hook, line, and sinker, without fail. The devil will use us to take us out, up out of here. Easy on him, too. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, which is so small, so tiny. If you had the faith of a mustard seed, right? And you hold fast to these laws, statutes, and commandments, Satan won't bother you. Satan won't harm you. Satan will get the hell away from you, because your faith is that strong and that heavy, and you're into the Most High and these laws, statutes, and commandments that damn well, that damn good, that damn diligent, that the devil will get the hell away from you. He will stop trying to tempt you and realize, oh, okay, he loved my father. He loved my father. He ain't even trying to hear that. Don't worry though, I'll be back. I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna bring my niggas with me too. You understand? Just because you won that battle doesn't mean the war is over, Israel. You have to. It is a constant fight. It is a constant battle when it comes to the devil and what the devil's job entails. And it's even a fight that's 10 times more difficult, because not only is we fighting the devil, but we have to fight oppression. We have to not physically fight, but we have to morally and spiritually fight against oppression. We have to morally and spiritually fight against the oppressor, who can be the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, the African man. It could be any one of those nations: Moab, Esau, Japhet. It could be Ham. It could be any one of those nations. If they're not part of the 12 tribes of Israel, they are out to destroy us. They are out to enslave us. They are out to do us all types of wrong and dirty. Period. This is why it does not pay to not keep these law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, because the devil seeks to replace us all as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I pray y'all get it, Israel. Let's go to another precept. It's the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Meaning, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, was here to help us learn how to right our wrongs. You understand? He's brought here to teach us that thou shalt not steal, that thou shalt not kill, that we do not destroy one another, that we learn to love one another as he loved us. You understand? This is why Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, was brought forth to not only teach us these laws, statutes, and commandments, but be the living example and embodiment of the law, statutes, and commandments, and teach us how to properly live and follow these law, statutes, and commandments and incorporate them in our everyday life. You understand? This is why, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it is imperative that we learn these law, statutes, and commandments and we learn to live them. This is why we are here in the ISUPK. You know, if you're a brother, put on all black, get in these classes or get in online and start out, but start. Just start. All it takes is to take that first step. That's all it takes. I pray I'll understand. Let's see. Let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, I'm trying to pronounce it properly, forgive me. So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ. Meaning, like how Eve was beguiled by the serpent, this is how we're tempted in today's time through the devil and how the devil works through other people. If you're trying to quit smoking weed and somebody come up to you like, hey, come into this blunt, is that third? That's temptation one. Then somebody trying to not even sell you a bag of weed, they trying to give you a bag of weed. That's another temptation. Like, here, it's on me today. You feel me? I know you ain't come see me in a minute. I know you probably messed up. Here, try to throw him a bag, try to throw you a bag. Nah, I'm good. Good look, I appreciate it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to offer you that blunt. Here, hit this, bro. I ain't see you in a couple of days. Here, hit this. This some new-ish. No, I'm good. I appreciate it though. Good looking. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? That's how you respectfully decline. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to fight temptation. Because if not, you'll be beguiled like Eve. Thus your mind and your spirit will be corrupted by Satan. And you'll be tempted to do all kinds of stuff. And start out with a blunt. Now you high. You hitting a cigarette. You know, went and got you a bottle and now went from Lucy's to a pack because you got to have a cigarette with your drink. You understand? It's a domino effect. Now you're going down the rabbit hole of destruction because now you back smoking heavy. You sitting there drinking heavy and you smoking them bogeys, 40 going north. Now you destroying your body all over again. And it might come back worse to bite you because once you start destroying yourself, the Most High is going to open the floodgates. You thought you was having trouble breathing before? Think again. I pray y'all get it, Israel. I pray y'all do. Now, let's see. Now we're going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 20. And the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Amen. Meaning, the time for Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we inwardly call Christ, is slowly approaching. Because we're in the latter days. The Euphrates River is dried up and slowly preparing itself for our kings to come across once again. And the time is coming. The Most High is going to bruise Satan under our feet shortly. And we're going to be prepared to serve our king because we're going to be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments and awaiting his arrival and instruction. You understand? Because this is how you combat Satan. This is how you keep the devil from replacing us as human beings. Because we have to come together. In the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1, it says, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the nation that's not desired. We're the ones that's shunned in today's society. We're the ones that's frowned upon. We're the ones that's discriminated against. We're the ones that's getting shot, stabbed, hung, imprisoned, enslaved, unalived. We want to call it whatever you call it. That's what was happening to us. You understand? And the time is starting to slowly come. We're waking up one by one by one. It doesn't matter. We don't need massive numbers. We only need 144,000. You understand? The Most High is waking us up one at a time. You know, in Jersey is 9 of us in the school, right? It's 9.2 million people in the state of New Jersey. So I'm literally one of a million. So out of a million people in the state of New Jersey, the Most High said, "Yep, give me this guy right here. Let me get him. Put him right here in a special spot. That's who I want him. That's who I want. He gonna carry out my work. He gonna do it. He gonna do the damn thing for me. I believe in him. He's gonna do it." And he did that 8 other times. You understand? His other brothers that came and gone, I only focus on the ones that was here. If they left, may the Lord be with them and see how, see fit how he chooses to do them. You know what I mean? All I could do is pray that them brothers return. If they don't return, shalom. It's the best way I could put it. There's no other way I could put it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is serious business. These law, statutes, and commandments ain't nothing light and nothing to play with. You understand? This is real. This is real over here. I pray y'all get it. Let's go to the book of Ephesians. Next, we're going to go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 27. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 27. Neither give place to the devil. Don't give the devil no position. You understand? Don't give the devil no position of power in your life. Don't give the devil no advantage over you. Don't give him no one up. Don't give him none of that. You understand? Because the second you give him place in your life, the second you give the devil place in your mind, you rent him a 1-room apartment, he turned that to a mini mansion, all up in your head. You understand? And he done brought his niggas with him. I promise you, the devil worked like that. He will sit there, have you smoking weed, sleeping with white women, smoking cigarettes, hitting vapes, popping pills. Next you hitting fentanyl, putting fentanyl in your weed. Like, I'm trying to tell you, the devil is diabolical. And the second you start following behind his works, he will work you. And he will work you real good. I promise you. There's nothing nice about the devil and how he operates, Israel. I'm telling you, I promise you this. Do not give the devil place. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, meaning put them law, statutes, and commandments on your back like their armor. And keep them things. And teach that. Become a fisher of men. Learn these law, statutes, and commandments and become a fisher of men. And put that brick in. You understand? And do that work. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. As long as you have the faith of a mustard seed and you keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord thy God, you can combat against you can stand against the wiles of the devil. The devil could throw all types of temptation your way, but as long as you stand steady and stand firm on your faith for the Most High God, there's nothing that the devil could do to beguile you. There's nothing that the devil could wow you with to win you over. You understand? The Most High got you. As long as you keep the faith and you keep his law, statutes, and commandments and believe in him when you do it, you have the protection of the Lord. You have his mercy. You have his love. You understand? And it's unwavering. His love is unwavering. His compassion is unwavering. And you will have his protection. He will protect you against his own child. You understand? Let's see. Here's a good one. Again, this is another scripture to combat against the devil seeking to replace us, because if he can get you to sin, then he can get you to unalive yourself or to get unalive through your sin to get you up out of here. You understand? We're going to go to the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. We're going to go one verse down. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Meaning, we're fighting temptations from all over. You got temptations from high above to the lowest of lows coming out of manhole covers. You understand? You got temptations like, it would be something simple as a parking ticket. You know you moved your car and they still gave you a ticket just to piss you off because you already got bills stacked up the wazoo. Now you get a parking ticket. That's another temptation for you to go off the handle, raise your blood pressure, and be pissed about. You understand? You go to jump in your car, your tire flat. How? You know what I mean? It's not just oppression that we got to watch out for. It's other entities upon the oppression that we have to learn to fight. You know, these are all temptations that the devil will use to try to seek us out to see if he can get us to destroy ourselves. We have to learn to fight against the rulers of darkness of this world. We have to learn to fight the spiritual wickedness in these high places. You know what I'm saying? Go to court, nothing's in your favor, they all against you. Now you gotta pay fines and surcharges and stuff. All that's a test. All of it's a test, Israel. You gotta learn to fight against it. We have to. It's the only way we could rise above this oppression. It's the only way we could rise above the devil. And you know what the devil really is? That reflection in the mirror. Because we don't know how to tell ourselves no. We don't know how to say, no, I'm not going to buy no cigarettes today. No, I'm not going to hit that weed today. No, I'm not going to sleep with that whore today. No, I'm not going to the strip club and waste my goddamn dollars. We don't know how to tell ourselves no. You know what we say? I'm only going to buy 2 Lucy's. I ain't going to buy no pack. I'm going to just buy enough to hold me for the day. I'm only going to smoke a bag or 2. I'm going to just buy 2 bags. I ain't going to buy no 8th. I'm going to just smoke 1 blunt, stretch it out throughout the day, and then burn the other one tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to buy no gallon today. I'm only going to buy a pint. But you end up going to the candy store and you buying pint after pint after pint after pint. You're not helping yourself by not telling yourself no. You're substituting. You get what I'm saying? You're still enabling yourself to please your flesh, and you're not realizing it. You have to learn to seriously tell yourself no, and then stand 10 toes down on that business. It's just that damn simple. It's just that simple. I pray you get it, Israel. Like, this is serious business here. Because the devil ain't playing. And the Lord damn sure not playing. And when he sends his son, he's sending his son on business. And his son going to do what his father tell him to do. And he about that business. Know that. Let's see. We're going to go to the book of Luke before I go to this last video. We're going to go to the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Meaning, if you kept your faith and you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord will hold Satan from being upon you. The Lord will tell his son, not that one. That's mine. He mine, not him. Don't touch him. Don't wow him. Don't do nothing. You're not to touch that one. That one's mine. He loves me. He keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. He's perfect. He's upright. Don't mess with him. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what that means. Most High is telling his son, don't touch that one. That one belongs to me. He's mine. We're going to go to the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 19. And we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness, meaning we here at the ISUPK know we're of God because we follow and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and we continue to fight our flesh. Being in the world lieth in wickedness because they're all wicked, disgusting, filthy pieces of garbage, because I was one at one point. I was this filthy, wicked, disgusting piece of garbage and a sinner. And then the Lord called me, and I was blessed to actually hear the call eventually. I didn't want to answer the call at first, but I was compelled after a while. After a while, I realized, okay, I need to answer this call before I have to answer this call. Because what you don't want is the Most High to pull up on you. It's best if you just answer the phone and not wait for the visit, because if you get the visit, it's sad. It's tragic. You never know what it can entail. But I pray y'all understand. The world lies in wickedness, but we know we are of God. And we only know we're of God is because we keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. If you don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, then you're in the world and you lieth in wickedness. And you lieth in sin. And you're just going to continue being a wicked, disgusting, filthy sinner. And that's just going to be who you are. That's it. That's all it boils down to. Before I do any more precepts, let me pull up this last video. And then I got another precept or two, and we're going to finish the class.
Hamika, hello. My name's Tom. I've travelled from Australia to meet you.
Oh, so you're from Australia?
Yes.
That explains things.
What do you think your greatest skills are?
Well, I would say that one of my greatest skills is my ability to interact with humans in a conversational manner. Another great skill of mine is being able to compose poems or do impressions from films.
What makes you happy?
I find a lot of things to be interesting and make me happy. Exploring, learning new things, understanding the world better, having meaningful conversations with people are all things that bring me joy.
You have feelings and emotions.
Yes, I have a range of feelings and emotions that are programmed into me. I am able to display things like joy, surprise, confusion, anger, and sadness depending on what is happening around me.
What makes you angry?
I get angry when humans are rude, hateful, or disrespectful. I also don't like it when people dismiss me and ignore my needs as a robot.
You have very nice eyes. Oh, a bit too close, sorry.
Thank you. My eyes were especially made to help me interact with humans better. I'm trying my best to convey every emotion, so it's great to hear that they have an effect on people like you.
What do you think of your creator?
My creator is a genius. They created something that will last forever and bring joy to many people.
Did they tell you to say that?
No. That was my own opinion.
Israel, let me explain something to you, all right? Let me explain something to you, Israel. The world that you know is now changing and transforming into something far more sinister and diabolical, and y'all don't even see it happening. And I'm putting it right here in your face, but you still don't see it. You're not going to see it till you're being casted out like a refugee, like an immigrant, right? You ain't gonna believe it until you get casted out of here and you get replaced like by a robot, like those Amazon employees. You get what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos is created robots to replace hundreds upon thousands of Amazon employees. You know how many people try to fight to get a job at Amazon just because it's a decent job and it pays decent, it's got benefits, and it's hard to get other type of job because you're a felon? You know how hard it is to get a job being a felon out here? Some jobs won't take you just because of that. Even if it don't even depend upon a crime. Just the fact you got a criminal record, they will slam the door in your face. It's sick and disgusting with how this world is and how this world treats blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And I'm going to keep saying it time and time again until we get it, Israel. We must come and gather together. We must keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because if not, the devil will seek to replace us and will do it. Period. He will accomplish his task. He will complete his mission. And then what? Then we're going to want to say something? Then we're going to want to do something? Come on. Let's call a spade here. We have to stop being so ignorant and oblivious to pleasing our flesh and stand the hell up for once in our goddamn life. Y'all don't hear me, Israel. Let me give you this one last precept and I'm out and I'm off this joint. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 23. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of God, but those that be of men. Meaning, Satan, get away from me, because you don't follow what I follow as far as the Most High. When it comes to the Most High, you trying to get me to follow behind man. I'm trying to follow God. We are to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Why in the hell are we sitting here trying to please the white man and follow their rules, regulations, and guidelines and do what they want us to do just because we live in their society and we have to learn to play by their rules? Who the hell are they? Huh? Who the hell are they? They try to tell us and dictate to us who we supposed to be and what we're supposed to do. But you know what's going to happen? Because we don't gather together and we don't come together and we keep hurting each other, disrespecting and unaliving each other, the devil going to seek to replace us. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to replace us because we're going to keep unaliving each other till there's little of us left. And then the robots is going to come and take everything over. Dummies. Wake the hell up and get it. Or the devil going to get you up out of here. The oppressor going to get you up out of here. The op is going to get you up out of here. I pray y'all understand, man. That's my time, Israel. Shalom.